Get ready for the dictation in 3, 2, 1, start. The underlying idea of a modern defense institution is that it is able to define and achieve desired goals and objectives in an efficient manner and within an empowering democratic environment. Such defense institutions are effective, that is, they are getting things done. They are also efficient, that is, they are able to produce desired effects without waste, minimizing energy and costs. Transparency and accountability in the functioning of such defense institutions from the ground for genuine civil oversight of defense decision making and performance. There are no more or less important among these facets of the modern defense organization. Each one is unique and absolutely necessary for getting minimum results for minimum cost in defense. To some degree, one could compensate the insufficiencies in one or another of them, but in the long term, only a well developed and carefully maintained package of these characteristics provides stable, effective, and efficient defense institution capable of meeting public expectations and contributing to the consolidation of democratic institutions. The challenge to the modern defense institution at present is to provide a new balance between the tasks of the armed forces and the means available in order to create affordable armed forces with sufficient room for operations and capital investments. In an era of ever more constrained resources and changing strategic requirements, there is a growing need to extract minimum benefit from the money spent on defense, and this is the mission of defense management. The requirements of effectiveness and efficiency are certainly not unique to defense organizations. Any business has to be effective and efficient in order to prosper or even to survive. And yet, defense organizations cannot be managed purely like businesses. National defense has a comprehensive and, in many cases, vital role for a nation. It often has a strong impact on political, social, nation, and state building developments and is managed like a profit oriented corporation. Therefore, this chapter provides an explanation of what is defense governance, how it differentiates from management and command, and what is the role of strategic leadership. On that basis, we identify the areas of defense institutions that could be strongly enhanced through adoption of modern business practice. As a result, the value of defense management is explained vis a vis traditional military, bureaucratic, or command approaches. The chapter does not preach a particular model of defense management. Instead, it sets the context for detailed examination of the key defense management issues in following chapters. The themes and issues presented here are based on data and observations in countries creating, reforming, or transforming their defense institutions, and without detailed elaboration illustrate main points to be concerned by those involved in arguing, planning, designing, and implementing defense institution building activities. Thus, It provides orientation to policy makers who want to learn how a defense institution could be developed as an effective and democratic pillar of nation and international security, producing adequate defense at a socially acceptable cost. Stop. Thank you.